Phobia, an extreme disorder defined by persistent and excessive fear of an object or situation. Fear has something on everyone, and depending on how fearful one is of something, the reaction can be quite intense. Hydrophobia. This is an extreme fear of water. This fear normally occurs in the late stages of a rabies infection in humans and affects 80% of individuals who contact this virus. Drinking water is impossible in this case, and people with this face painful and frequent involuntary throat spasms. Leukophobia. This is an extreme fear of the color white. The symbolism of what the color stands for may cause fear and panic. To some, suffering a traumatic experience where the color white was dominant may set triggers, and the fear of the color may arise. People with this phobia tend to live in colorful or dark places to avoid the color white as much as possible. Lachnophobia. This is a fear of vegetables. With this, people consciously try their very best to avoid vegetables. Being in a vegetable farm is a nightmare to them. The texture or smell of some vegetables may be triggers to them. Others who have existing traumas of choking on certain vegetables may develop this fear. This is a major problem since vegetables are vital in the growth of the human body and mind, and people with this suffer greatly in their nutrition. Somniphobia. This is an extreme fear of falling asleep. While we take naps during the day and have full-on long night sleep, people get extremely nervous and anxious when they experience the concept of sleep, and they try to avoid it as much as they can. This severely interferes in their day-to-day activities, and if it continues in the long term, can cause heart diseases, diabetes, and other health-related risks. And in some cases, they develop insomnia. Globophobia, the fear of balloons. This fear may come from the size of the balloon, as people in general fear things that are way bigger than them. Globophobia is mostly associated with the popping of the balloons. The sound is mixed, and the cold shivers is sent down one's spine. Not being able to tell when the balloon is going to pop increases the heart rate, causes shivers, and extreme anxiety. This is an intense fear of hair, be it on a human or an animal. While some fear losing hair on their body, others despise hair on their body or any other being. Some may experience intense anxiety when they merely see hair fall from their body, while others will do everything to keep hair off their body. Isotrophobia. This is a fear of mirrors. Seeing one's reflection in a mirror tends to put people in a state of panic or anxiety. This usually has to do with self-esteem issues and how some mirrors tend to disorient images they reflect. There are also people who fear mirrors because of superstitions and the horrors it may bring. Before heard of Bloody Mary, don't say the name 3 times in front of a mirror. Autophobia. Loneliness can be hard sometimes, and people have an extreme fear of being alone. Some people experience this fear even in the midst of crowd. Being left out and not being paid attention to may cause high levels of anxiety and distress. Bibliophobia. This is commonly described as a fear of books. To some, the reading of a specific genre of books may be a nightmare, what the books represent and its impact has on people, while others see all books as tools sent from hell. Bibliophobia is mostly associated with people with existing reading disability. Cacophobia. This is an intense fear of ugliness. How do you decide on what is ugly? Unlike most phobias, this one is subjective, meaning the question of what is ugly depends on each individual. The presence of an object may cause severe anxiety, distress, sweating, and increase in one's heart rate because of how ugly that object is, while someone with the same phobia may not react in that manner to the same object.